Hey guys, I'm LT.
I'm Dan.
And we're with Reliance Illustrated and Blind Horse Knives. We'd like to talk to you today about the newest issue, the September-October issue of Reliance Illustrated. First and foremost, we would like to definitely let everyone know this is in memory of Ron Hood, the great survival teacher and master, absolutely. And our heartfelt condolences go out to the family. And everyone out there, please continue to support their videos and all of their stores and everything. He was a great man, and he's a lot of the reason a lot of us are doing what we're doing today.
Exactly. So, he's one of the founding fathers of this whole thing.
Absolutely. So we want to say we're very sorry about Ron's passing, and he was a dearly loved man. So what we're going to do for you today, we're going to kind of do a Jeep Top review of the latest issue, September-October 2011. Number one, got a fantastic picture of Ron Hood on the cover. And that is just a wonderful, wonderful picture. And we thank Karen for sending that to us.
Yep.
And Dan, you want to go ahead and start with the inside front cover, and we'll go from there.
Well, yeah. We've got an advertisement in here from Top Knives, and then we got the contents page, and there's a lot of cool articles in here. The letter from the editor this time is from Dave Canterbury, owning our skills. Really cool. We got more advertisements in here. Paracord guys. Snake problems.
Yeah, that's from Bond Arms article.
Bond
Arms,
I
believe this is by Steve Davis, the Ron Hood article, with a lot of pictures. This is going to be a fantastic read for you guys. We're really excited about that. Followed by a Pathfinder School ad here. And for those of you who don't know it, there is a gathering coming up here in September. So if you don't know anything about it, make sure that you hit the PathfinderSchoolLLC.com and get some information on that and try to make it out there.
Yeah, get in on it.
Absolutely.
That's pretty cool.
What you got, Dan?
Then I see that Paige has wrote a great article on the gathering that happened this past summer.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's some nice color pictures of what was going on, and just a very good full article all the way through this. That was just exciting. Oh yeah.
I know that guy.
Oh yeah. And there's some interesting reads in here. You definitely want to be a part of that.
Get this one. Then we got some advertisements in here from Habless Knives or Bush Tools, and we've got UniqueTitanium.com in here with an ad. It's pretty cool. Then we've got personal water filters by, is that our own Mike?
Oh boy, I think
no
so.
Way.
I read that.
That's a good read.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yep. So, and then we've got the Ask page. So there's a lot of questions and answers in here from Paige. Some stuff on some poisonous or non-poisonous snakes, that kind of thing. So it's pretty cool.
And then I think it takes us right into a couple real good ads here. CanteenShop.com. If you guys haven't visited that website, definitely want to do that. And the same thing with the Nature Reliance School. One of our relatively new advertisers, and we're really excited to have them on board.
Just to go back a little bit on Rob's thing there, he's got a new knife coming out too for his canteen shop, so be checking that out when it comes.
Yep, so then we have Trek Light Gear. Fantastic hammocks, guys. You need to definitely take a look at his stuff, and at Red Dawn, they got a lot of stuff going on.
A really cool thing in here in flint and steel fire making. But look at the edge on this flint. You want to talk about something sharp. It's incredible how sharp that stuff gets.
Understanding Fire by Jim Miller. This, I got to proofread this, and I'll tell you what, this is pretty impressive and exciting article. It's a common man's look at what's in my pack by Ken Seal III. Ken's got a good take on a lot of stuff. He is one of my favorite writers for the magazine. I really enjoy his articles. And reading this, I like the way he thinks about his personal carry pack. So you guys are going to enjoy that quite a bit, I do believe, as well.
And he's funny, too.
Oh, Ken's a hoot. If you haven't got a chance to meet him, you need to. Matter of fact, I believe he's going to try to make it up to the Ohio Classic Knife Show. I think cool, Mike has talked to him. Yeah, I'd love to talk to him again.
We got ads in here from Duluth Pack, Survival Resources. Those are both pretty cool companies to deal with. I support them, and I hope you guys will as well. Then we've got Survival Shelter, the Wick Up by Dave Mitchell, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and then right here at the end of that article, Flashlight Outlet. Got an ad in here. I'll tell you what, I know him personally. I see him quite a bit at shows, and this Larry is got a lot of stuff, guys. If you haven't checked out his site, please do. He is really.
You bought a Berkey off him.
I actually do. I own one of the Berkeys, and we got some of the products that he carries. Really good guy to deal with. So check him out.
And we got knots. Who in the heck is doing knots in a book? Oh, Scooter, Scott Wickham Jr. The Prusik knot. That's one I have a hard time learning. I don't know. Think it was just a simple thing like wrap it around a string or something like that. What? I still don't get it. Knots are my sore spot.
There you go, step-by-step instructions.
And then the next ad we got in, or I'm sorry, the next article we got in here is Cultivating Your EDC Habits. Shane Hillard wrote this. Another really good, interesting article on just your thought process, why you should have what you should have. The next one up is the Woods Monkey review on the Mountain House wraps by Tim Stetzer. You remember that trip, don't you, Dan?
Oh, I do remember it. That was awesome. We had burritos and stuff like that in the woods.
Tell you what, that was...
See that burrito right there?
Getting to experience the trip and then reading the article, oh wow.
That burrito
when you guys read this, I'll tell you a little bit of a secret. These things are good enough to eat at home. I mean, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that one's the one I ate right there.
That one?
Yeah, I remember how it was wrapped.
Good deal.
Yep.
Then we're moving on to Dealing with Declination by Brian Andrews. I just got an email from Brian the other day, and him and I were talking about this. I'm going to tell you what, guys, pretty in-depth, pretty impressive article all in all. This is going to give you a good outlook on some stuff here. And
it talks about the Adirondack Mountains. I just came out of there.
So, yeah, this is a quite interesting article as well.
Yep, went up on a plane ride right there.
And then we have an article on Jello, the multi-purpose kit, by Dawi. I'll tell you what, Dan, when I read this took me by surprise. Hadn't even given this much of a thought. I don't want to give the story away, but I'm going to tell you what, when you guys read this, you're going to go, dang, I didn't know Jello could do that. Yeah, that was a real interesting Next thing up we have is another new advertisers, Earth Traverse Outfitters. We know these guys personally. Great company to deal with. They carry a lot of good product. If you get the opportunity, guys, definitely go to their .com and check them out. So a bunch of real good guys down there. Dan and I actually got to meet them down in Knoxville, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a real nice time.
And we got an ad in here from the Ohio Classic Knife Show. That sounds familiar.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, check that out. That's our very own knife show, and you need to be there.
Yeah, if you hadn't had a chance to check it out yet, Self-Reliance Illustrated is going to be there live doing the outdoor side of things. I know that we have some really cool vendors slated. We actually have some writers from SRI that'll be there demonstrating some of their articles and signing autographs and talking to you guys. So please make an opportunity if you can. It's October 21st and 22nd. That's a Friday and a Saturday. So look into that.
Nail making and other bad habits. And he also makes knives. But anyways, this is a really cool story from what I've heard. I hadn't had a chance to read it yet, but I'm looking forward to it because there's a little bit of history in there that I did not know about nail making.
Yep, that's our good buddy Lon Humphrey.
Yep, and when bushcraft begins at 40, good Lord, it began for me at 50, so I can imagine that you better get with it if you want to get into it because there's some pretty cool stuff, and I'm sorry to say I missed a lot of that when I was younger that I would have loved to have done.
Multi-use first aid items by Jim Miller. Again, another interesting article, kind of taking you outside the box, looking at some products that maybe you hadn't thought of right out of the way for your first aid uses and stuff. Real interesting. Enjoyed a lot of that.
Oh yeah, there was an ad in here too. Wanted shooters and writers. So there's a reward offered. You guys need to be checking that out.
Oh yeah, we are definitely entertaining all new writers as often as we can. Hey, check this out. We got a Frontier Christian University ad in here. I believe there are another new advertisers with us. Bunch of good guys. Check them out. And also Lon Humphrey Custom Knives, hand-forged blades. Tell you what, Lon has come into his own lately. I'll tell you, man, he's really putting out some good stuff, getting some recognition. He did real well. Just from the showdown Knoxville, man, he's putting out some really cool stuff, and I think that guy outsold the whole room. He did pretty good down there.
Yeah, the Color of Safety, Awareness, Color Codes, and Self-Reliance by Gert Groman.
Yeah, real interesting article. I think you guys will enjoy that. Hey, here's an ad from Chestnut Ridge Knife Shop and Bow Shop. He added a little bit onto his shop out there, and so it's a knife and a bow shop. They're in Latrobe, PA. For you PA guys, give them a shot. Also got a .com. Check him out.
We got Self-Reliance in the Southwest. My Arizona Survival Kit Battery by Scott Foster. Doesn't look like there's enough water there for me, but I'm sure this is pretty cool.
Yeah, he's pretty in-depth. He breaks it down real well for you, for sure. Moving on to the Primitive Blunt by Jamie Burley. If you guys know Jamie is a real fine bow maker, and this is another interesting article. Can't say enough good stuff about these things. The primitive stuff, always enjoyable to read. And then we're moving on to stretching your survival potential.
I got caught up reading it. I was reading it.
I understand. Stretching your survival potential, elastic band tools and weapons by Kevin Estella. Kevin, in his own right, is a world-renowned survival instructor, and this, again, is quite an interesting article. I had a good time reading this.
Yeah, I just went camping with him last weekend. Article by the Pathfinder Youth Organization, National Pathfinder Youth Organization by Dan Moore. Now, Dan's a pretty cool guy. He took us out for a little ride, didn't he?
Yes, he did. We went out on the lake with him in canoes.
He told me I should never go with you on a canoe ever.
No, I think he was talking to me, but yeah, whatever.
No, he said, you don't know how to drive worth a hoot. Preparation, HQ, silly name, serious gear.
Yep, another good .com to check out for a lot of your outdoor gear. Then moving right along to What's New at Blind Horse Knives by Alicia McQuain. I got a little overview of what's going on out there at Cambridge shop. We got some new guys on board and some new knives and patterns moving. Yeah. So definitely checking that out.
What's new? By the time this came out, Lon's already gone off doing his own thing. Yeah. So who did that? LT Wright. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, it's probably one of the very first bushcraft quote books that I've ever read. Read it a while ago and really enjoy it, and even still today. It's a fantastic book by Ray Mears, and if you guys have not read it, and I'm sure a fair amount of you have, boy, this is definitely worth getting and reading. Absolutely.
And on the back cover, we've got campingsurvival.com. And then I think there's a little thing in here by Dave Canterbury on Pathfinder Trip Tip.
Yep, Pathfinder Trip Tip, and a nice ad, campingsurvival.com. Looks like he's got something going on. Like us on Facebook and win. So guys, get a chance to check that out. That's on the inside back cover. And on the outside back cover, goinger.com. Marshall, friend of ours, very nice article, or I'm sorry, very nice ad here. He's got a lot of stuff. You guys definitely need to go to goinggear.com and check him out. So guys, thank you very much for all your support for Self-Reliance Illustrated.
Thanks a lot.
You have made the magazine a success. I mean, we're coming up on the first year anniversary, and I'll tell you what, it was absolutely wonderful to see how much interest there is, both as the subscribers and guys reading it, but also from the writers and our advertisers. So please always remember, support our advertisers, and if you feel like writing, get a hold of Mike at info@selfrelianceillustrated.com. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you soon.